Another session here at the Arctic cod spot. Let's see what we can get out of here today. I'm going to be using some different jigs today, all supplied by Bill Hurley as usual. We'll get geared up down to the mark and we start fishing. Yeah. So this is the deal. Bill just sent me a load of new jigs and they're made with heavy sand. They got some funk to them, so I couldn't resist it. I have to go and give them a shot. I mean, what's better than a jig, right, that has a paddle tail or whatever other type of tail, as well as motion? It's got real funk to it. I mean, it's bait fishing and lure fishing at the same time. So I'm fishing a rising tide and I'm coming down here to what is now becoming my favourite spot around here. The targets today are going to be halibut and cod. There's another red shed. For the lads that wondering about the red shed, they wrote into me. There's another example. So maybe it's halibut at the red shed, who knows. So we're here on this bonkers mark, completely different today. Now it's more like Norway than it is Barbados. But we got lovely sand out in front of us. I know there's halibut here. There has to be halibut here. So whether or not they're here already, is it too early? Who knows? But if you don't try, you don't catch fish. So I'm going to be using two setups today and I'll introduce you to them when I get down to where I'm going to start. Okay, yeah. So this is some of the new stuff Bill sent me, and they're heavy scented. I think he called them black herring. They smell, man. It's kind of smell of fish and aniseed off them, and I reckon they're going to do very well. They've got kind of purple and blue flash in them as well. And also he sent me these as well, which I think green tails I reckon are the best for halibut. It doesn't matter what colour the head is, but they seem to like the green tails the best. But this also is one of these extra strong scent things Bill's got it going, and believe me, it's extra strong. Quite potent. I'm going to fish primarily with Bill's jigs, so I'm going to get one on the lighter rod and then I'll walk you through the gear. Okay, yeah. So here we go. I've shown this in most videos, but I'll do it again for those people that don't know. That's the body there, just to make sure the paddle's not upside down. I'm not sure if it affects it, but it's probably not a good idea. So then you just mark where you want the hook to come out, like that. Pass the jig down through the centre. And out where you put the mark for the thing, and push it down. And then you get some super glue and you put it on in between the head there, and that's that. I'm going to tie that on and put the glue on it. You don't need to watch me do that. It's just a tiny drop each side. That's all it is. Okay, nice. So that's it there. That's Bill's heavy scented bunker bait, all glued up and ready to go. These hooks are incredibly strong. All of Bill's hooks are all Japanese hooks, and he's got some mustard as well. The rods, the first one is Daiwa short spin, and it's got 5,000 Shimano on it, 20 pound 8 strand main line, got a 40 pound mono rubbing leader. The next one is a new rod. I broke my last one, but anyway, so it's a Mad Mouse Sniper XT, and that's PE 2 to 5 or Ruslat 50 to 120 grams kind of a deal. So yeah, and it's got 35 pound 8 strand main line, and it's got 100 pound 4 strand casting leader and 100 pound mono rubbing leader. That's that. So the first rod is going to be what I usually start with, which is the light rod, 60 gram jobby. So that's it, and we get a cast in. We'll see if we get a fish. Is it first cast fish? Of course it is, man, of course it is. Check the drag, perfect. So Bill's bunker bait, out it goes. They cast really well as well because they're nice and short, and down it goes. Let's see if we get a fish. So some people have asked me about the retrieves I use. Basically what I like to do is just make the lures move a lot. They don't have to move through the water fast, they just have to move around fast to get the fish's interest, and it works extremely well. So of jerking and bouncing the thing around and less winding, and then you let it sink back down again so you feel it hit the bottom. With braid or mono you can feel it, or close to the bottom if you know the mark is best, if you don't make contact with the bottom if you can help it. So that's what I like to do, and I change it around a lot. Gets the fish's interest. Doesn't look like it's first cast fish yet, but we'll find out. There's usually some around the edge rather than out in the middle, but it's always good to try for out far as well. So not first cast fish, but we got some weed on it. Maybe that was what deterred the fish. They don't like it. If you can feel there's weed on your line, just give it a good sweep, and sometimes it'll push the weed off it. So we get back out again, see if we can get a fish this time. Second cast fish, let's go. So, can't remember, is it retrieve number 4 now, is it? We'll find out. We get a fishy this time. The tails are so big on these things. There we go. There we go. Yep. Don't think it's particularly big. Okay, I'll take it back. Maybe it is particularly big. And he's taking me really close. So I'm gonna work him hard because he's gonna have me in the rocks before I know it. Try not to drag a bit. Yeah, this is a good fish. Oh, maybe not. He's just foul hooked, is he? Yeah, he's just foul hooked. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. See if we can get him back. It's a haddock. Is it? It's a collie. Okay. Haha. So bait. Anyway, so we keep him for bait. There's no legal limit on collie, so I'm gonna kill this guy, keep him for bait. There's a bit of drizzle as well. That's gonna be great on the camera lens. So I'm gonna work this one really close to the bottom. Just little tiny twitches. Perfect fishing weather. There we go. It's a nice one. Oh yes, that's a good fish. It's a cod. I can feel. Oh, I can feel the leader grating through his teeth. Oh, that's a decent fish anyway. Here he comes. He's not that great, but he's a good fighter anyway. He put up a hell of a scrap for the size of him. So there he is. None the worse for wear, apart from the lice, which I'm now going to pick off him. A lot of salmon farms in the area, so a lot of sea lice. So back he goes. Bye bye. So collie and the codling so far. So we put one up over here. So I think we're going to boogie on up the way now. Get the big jig in the water. So along the way, see if we can get halibut out of here. Yeah, I'm staying in Tjongsfjord Fishing Lodge, courtesy of Chris, and I'm going to link his website in the description, along with Bill Hurley's lures as well. Will also be in the description as well. So if you want to come and stay here, or you want to purchase some of Bill's lures, you'll have what you need there anyway. There's got to be a halibut in here somewhere. So we're going to get out the medium heavy rod, which is my Sniper XT. I love it. So we're going to get that out. It's a lure killer, 6,000 on that. That's what it is. 35 kilo drag on it. So whatever halibut I'm going to catch, I'm good, I reckon. So I'm very presumptuous, haven't I? Yeah, get the camera on your head and let's go. So camera on head, and we're going. Bill's tails, his heavy scented tail there, and like I said, I favour green. That's an 8-0 hook there, and it's one of Bill's striper lures. It's a very thin gauge hook for halibut, but it's extremely strong, so I know it will do it. I can't even flex it, so it'll be grand. I don't know about a 600-pound halibut, but whatever I'm going to catch will handle it, no problem. Anyway, so out it goes. I didn't realise it was that deep. It's about 40, 45, outside 50 kind of a deal. We started cranking. So I use 2 retrieves for halibut. One is just a steady retrieve like this, and then when you feel the need, you start to sink back down and contact the bottom again, and then start to retrieve. Don't worry, these baits fish on their way back down too. The halibut go a bit nuts for it actually. And then I just use a normal retrieve as well, just like the one I use for cod. as well. The halibut seem to like that one too. So the drag's very important for not losing the fish and also striking the fish. You don't want it too loose that when you strike it you don't set the hook. So I think we're good. So I'm going to put a little bit extra heat on it this time. No, seagull. Stupid bird. If you're fishing for halibut, work that jig as close to the edge as you can, because if you're down there trying to pick up crabs and stuff like that, you'd be surprised how close they swim to the edge of structures. Really, like right below it. Okay, you're going to lose some tackle every now and again, but that's fishing, right? So I'm going to put out one to the left, and then we can mosey on up the way to where I know there is some fish. Well, more fish, and there was the last time I was here anyway. Maybe I'll put a light jig onto the other rod and we'll mess around with that for a while. That's what I'm going to do. So we'll get the light jig on again and we can have at it. Next offering, it is a jig by Kinetic, another one. It's completely symmetrical. It's what they call in Scandinavia a pilk, right? So I suppose that's where we get the name perk from. But anyway, that's it there. Catch a lot of fish on them, they're quite good. The jig's cheap, the hooks I make myself. So there we go. This thing got the advantage of great distance with very little effort. Yeah. So we'll move along. Yeah. So no fish. Well, what was it? A coley, a codling, and a little codling. That's it. Yeah, we'll give it a shot here. It's a nice spot. So we'll try with the heavy jig first of all. That's why I'm actually here. Yeah, this is perfect. I catch a halibut, no problem landing him or anything. So we're going to give this a shot, that's for sure. Right, let's go, Bill's jigs. Give me a halibut. Down it goes. If it catches Billy, a great big flat boy, nobody knows. Let's go. So I'm just going to slack out of the line, wind it through the water, keep that jig down low. Yep, we're in. Yep, we're in. Oh, it's a cod though. I can feel the leader grating through his teeth. Oh, that's a nice bite though. Get up here. This rod is too much for him though, I think. It's not that big. It's just these rods, if the fish isn't really great, they kind of wear out the angler instead. Here he comes. Taking it slowly, the last bit. Here we go. Okay. First one, the Bill's jig. Come on, Budsky. Oh, a lot of small boys today. Anyway. I don't even think he's hooked. I use here. Anyway, so there you go. Anyway, there you go, buddy. Bye bye. Thank you anyway, Mr. Codling.
Time for the light setup.
We'll put one in where the fishes do be. Let me see if we catch one. Yeah, that's where they do be. Way out in the current here. I mean, I can hardly even get the jig to jump. If we're going to fish it for a long time like this. There we go. We're in. Oh, dirtbag. That must have been quite a fish. There you go. Yep. 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 Yes. Yeah, it's a good fish. I think it's a decent collie, to be honest. Oh, doesn't feel like a cod anyway. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, it's a codfish. There seems a lot of collie. Oh, he's going mental. Okay. They always punch above their weight, these lads. There he comes. Oh, oh, jeez. I think this fish is better than I think. Yeah, here he comes. Yep, this is a better fish than I thought, actually. Yep. That's a cod. Well, there's a weird fight. Oh, it's a red cod, of course. There's a weird fight for a red cod. Bloody hell, mate. Good man. Man, they pull. So hard to tell what he was. That was a collie, but he was staying really deep. But... Hey, buddy. Oh, I got him with the bolt assist. He wasn't coming off anyway. There we go. Quite nice. I'd say he's about 6 or something. Yeah, maybe 5 or something. Okay. There he is. 5 or 6 or something. So we take this guy back, throw him in the sea where he belongs. Whoa, mate. Here we go. Ready? There he goes. Bye bye. So, Bill's jig time again. Can't believe how weird that red cod felt. Felt just like a collie. Man, he was shaking and said, "They are such a cool cod." Down it goes. Oh, we got a fish. A really good one. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Bloody hell, they pull. Have you ever seen a cod like to do that before? Boy, these boys have got some. Just knock it off, buddy. Bloody hell. Nailed that, he did. I thought it was a rock I was in. Wow, good man. That was impressive. Come here. But, you know, what can you do? Just small guys. Anyway, so there he is. Man, he pulled, man. What is he, 2 pound? Just drop him back. Goodbye, buddy. So, yeah, big jig, small fish. That's my Indian name. So that's it. Fed up. Going somewhere else, that's what I'm going to do. So off somewhere else. Not sure where yet. So we'll jump in the car and we'll head off somewhere else. Off we go to the next destination. Nearly there. Get the gear stowed. Thinking of a pier over the other side of the fjord. We'll go there. I've wandered all over the peninsula. I've caught haddock, pollock, little codling, but I found it here, in this place here. I'm going to call it the Bay of Cods. That's what I'm going to call it. And it's kind of a weird place. There's no fish, except 100 meters out that way, over there. There's some stokers. Yes, I decided to make a video for you because I'm nice like that, right? And it is billy fishing after all. And if there's one thing I like to do, is make videos about fishing. Oddly enough, I mean, I suppose it's in the job description, right? Okay, so the rod is boom, Daiwa shore spin. The reel is 5,000 size Shimano, 20 pound main line, 30 pound mono leader, and a 60 gram kinetic jig. So up my head just go, and you'll like it. Okay, yeah. Here we go. And it's quite an effort. Like, I won't get there without that jig, to be honest with you. That's the money right there. Boom. Yes, it is. The water's really shallow. 4-5 meters. That's it. There we go. Yeah, it's only a small fish. It's only a dinker. Oh, bloody hell, he's fighting like a tea bag. Come on, buddy, put your back into it. It must be the size of a tea bag. Wee cuddy. There you go. Yeah. There we go. Sploosh. Action. Goodbye. Anyway, one more time. That's the money. That one is the money. Boom, that's it. That's the one. It's hard to get them there, but that's the place anyway. So, let's go. There you go. Yes. We're in. Oh, no, don't come on. Oh, it's a nice fish. It's a nice fish. Get on there. Yes. Come on. This is a good fish. Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, he's a big boy. Come on. Looks like it's going to be a long fight. I think he might be stuck, so I'm going to give him a bit of slack. Yes, now we got him. Yes, now we got him. It's a nice fish. They stay so deep though. You won't be able to see that fish till it comes up right by the pontoon. It'd be a minnow now or something. A little pollock. Oh, he's a mess. He's hooked in the faces, that's the problem. And it's got weed. Alright. He's in the mouth, but he's got some weed with him. That's why he felt so big. But he's got loads of energy anyway. So he's not a double anyway. Right, I'm going to be careful with him. I don't want to rip his eye out. I'm not going to lift him at all. I'm just going to take him with the grips. There we go. Boom. Do not want this to go into his eye, and it hasn't, so he'll be alright. There we go. Nice. Ah, he's alright, he's not diseased or anything. He's got some lice on him. Pick them boys off. Get off me, fish. Anyway, actually I'm going to put him back after I give you a look at him. Well, there you go. He's about 4 or 5 or so. A lot of fun anyway, and light tackle. So, a bit of sploosh action for Kevin the cod here. There you go, Kevin. Right. Bye bye. Nice. So, last cast. Do we get a fish? Yes. So that's it. Anyway, I'm bloody freezing. Time to end the session. I don't know, I can't remember what we caught. A few little coddling and a decent coddling. So I am going to call it quits for tonight. Fish on, brothers and sisters.